Hey everybody, it's Katie. Today I want to talk about my summer survival plan and what that's going to look like. I don't know about you, but here in just a few short days, I'm going to have both of my sweet babes home with me all day, every day for the rest of the summer. So I went ahead and ripped off some other internet moms for their summertime schedule and plans and all that, and I wanted to share with you what we're going to be doing and some of the tweaks we made and just what we're going to be doing around here. I don't know if you're like me, but I absolutely adore my children. Of course you're like me. We all adore our children. However, summertime is that mix of awesome and oh my gosh. I have my kids 12 hours a day and I don't want them to get bored. I don't want to get cabin fever. I don't want them to get cabin fever. I'm more of a scheduler anyway, so this appealed to my type A personality. Plus, I think that kids thrive on a little bit of a schedule. So what I decided I wanted to do is have kind of a list of things that we want to do every week, when possible. Of course, I'm not that much of a Nazi, but when possible, there are certain things I'd like to do every week. And then I also have a list that will continue to grow of kind of bigger things that we'll do maybe once a month or when we have time or whatever. So the first part is our weekly schedule. And I came up with a few things here on my list that I think that we can do probably weekly or bi-weekly because they work for our life and for our family, and I'm pretty sure that I can do them on a regular basis. So the first one, and let's just go with order of importance here. My parents have a pool and my kiddos love being with their Mormor and their Morfar. So we will probably make the attempt to go 1 or 2, even 2 days a week to go and swim in the pool. Now, like I mentioned, it gets pretty hot here in the summertime. So if you're going to be out in the afternoon, you need to be in the shade or you need to be in the water. So the great thing about the pool is we could do that in the afternoon and have a lazy morning, which I love. So that's a really great thing that we could probably do at least a couple times a week. The next one is the library. I love the library and I definitely want to instill that into my kiddos. My local library, much like probably many of yours, has like a story time or an arts and craft incorporated with a story, and it's for all ages. And so we get to go and listen to a story and then the kids get to do a craft, which is fun, because it's the textile stuff. And then we get to go and pick out books and keep them for a week or so and then return them when we go back again. And my oldest loves the library, and my youngest probably will too, because she'll get to rip out books off of the shelf. So library. The next one is a splash pad. One of our local parks has a splash pad, which is awesome, and during the summer it's open all day, every day, so that's something that we could do in the morning or even an afternoon activity if we wanted to have a slow morning at the house. Have I mentioned it gets hot here? So splash pad, great opportunity for us. Now, another one is we have an exploration park / kind of museum here, and my amazing mother-in-law and stepfather-in-law bought us a yearly membership there. So there's an indoor part, an outdoor park, there's a little water theme, and there's a play area, and I know that that will be a great place for both girls because there's just kind of a little bit of everything there. So those are some of the things that I plan to do weekly or bi-weekly, probably weekly. Those are some things, like I figure if we get out at least 3 days a week, that will be good for my mental health, and it'll also be good for them as well. I also wanted to have a list of kind of some bigger things that we might not do super frequently, but just to have in the back of my hat, like, okay, we're bored of the library, we don't want to do this, we don't want to do that. So a couple of the other bigger things that I have on my list would be take a trip to the lake. We live in a beautiful area, and the lake is maybe 15-20 minutes away, and it's glorious. So a trip to the lake would be a lot of fun. A trip to the big city. We've got a big city a couple hours south of us. We've got the coast a couple hours west of us, so those are options as well. My oldest has been asking to go to the beach for a little while now, so we'll probably try to do that this summer as well. And then we have a few local farms that are close to us where we can go out and see wildlife, or we can pick some fruits and vegetables, and that's, again, those are the types of things where they get to get out and touch things and pick things and eat things, and that's fun. I mean, I enjoy that too. Water balloon fights, to be honest, that should be on the list for weekly. Hello? I mean, water balloons, yeah. We love water balloons. And then the last thing that I have on the list is, and it's ever growing, but the last thing I have on here is taking a trip out to where my husband works. He is about an hour outside of where we live, and it's out in the kind of in the country. And it reminds me a lot of where I grew up, a small town in Alaska. It's beautiful, it's cooler. And so trips to go and see Daddy and have a picnic lunch at work will be happening, you know, at least once this summer, if not more, because it would be a great excuse to get out of town and go see Daddy and sit on huge pieces of equipment, which both of my kids would dig. So that will be on the list as well. These are not new ideas. These are things that probably seasoned moms all know about, and I went to Google and I found a lot of these resources. But if you find that this is helpful, or if you know some mamas who are going to be hanging out with babes this summer, I'd love it if you would share the video, because really we're all kind of just helping each other make it as parents. And yeah, I would just love it if you would share it. If you think it's helpful, that would be great. We also would like to invite you to be a subscriber. If you're a subscriber, then you get a notification every time we post a new video, which is every month. And yeah, we'd love it if you would join with us. We also have a Facebook page and a blog, and would love it if you wanted to join with us in one of those areas. So that's all. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you again next week when we do our next video. Bye.